So you can find me lurking in your backyard
All right, we are live.
with a camera.
Turn off Yeti's audio. Turn off my own audio. Turn off Yeti's audio. What's going on, Mayo?
Everything's going good. I just
Good.
had some food about an hour ago, so I've got some energy in my system.
Hell yeah.
And
Hell
hopefully everyone from Cajun Yeti's live stream will be hopping on over here.
That sounds good. We'll see if anybody else shows up.
Yeah, we've got
Couple in
Mrs.
chat.
Cajun Yeti, Thomas Davey, Brett's Builds, yourself, and Taco Builds. And we also have StreamYard. Because we need to acknowledge that StreamYard is a person and treat StreamYard with the grace and whatever that we are able to use her humble platform right now. We need to personify StreamYard.
Thank you, StreamYard, for making this possible.
Because like I always make sure to say hello to the StreamYard duck when I go live.
Bunny bricks. Bunny, you and Bluegrass want to come on? Or are you guys eating dinner? Scotch Blocks, how you doing? This is Cajun Yeti, Thomas Davis, my boy Brett. All right, Mayo, you got something to build? Because we're doing a building block.
No, I'm not buying anything until New Year's now. I'm just here to hang out and talk with people. So we've got Bonaire Bricks, Scott's Blocks up in here.
Let's see if I can make this. There we go. Make the build cam bigger.
And I apologize for my annoying sister in the background.
Oh, don't worry. My kids are upstairs causing all sorts of trouble. But yeah, so I'm not supposed to buy myself anything either till after Christmas, but I picked this up about 2 months ago. And I've been wanting to build it. So I decided today is going to be that time.
Hello, Pandemonious Panda.
Pandemonious Panda. Let's see if I got all right, Brett, I sent you an invite. Bunny, I sent you an invite.
And we've got Amanda Polinsky in the chat as well.
Nice. I've seen Amanda in a number of
Apparently, I didn't read the terms and conditions.
terms and conditions. That's all right, buddy. You were the only one that wanted to join me at this time, so I'm glad to have.
Yeah,
because
I'm willing to go around to anyone who is publicly inviting people, because I like to be on everyone everyone's channels when they're inviting people to help fill the void and give the host someone to talk to.
It does help.
Because I'm always appreciative of everyone who comes onto my panel, so I like to repay the favor and come onto other people's panels.
I got you. So, Mayo, have you built this Batmobile?
No, I don't collect the Batmobiles, but I did build the Spider-Man at the Sanctum set 76185 last Sunday,
Was that
Monday
the one
morning
that's just a
for
room?
me when the Mayo Hosco channel hit 200 subscribers. I built that as a 200 sub special, and I'll say that the build wasn't my favorite.
Right.
But the pieces in it are really, really cool, and the pieces in the Spider-Man at the Sanctum were so good for me. Like, because you think some of those pieces will look really good in mocks that I want to build, because like I prefer to build mocks rather than building sets, and I think the pieces in that set are so good that I felt comfortable buying it at full price, which is normally something I don't do.
Right.
I'm still trying to get my hold on the Batman movie Batmobile, but that's sold out pretty much everywhere over
Oh,
here.
which one? The new one? The new Batmobile?
Yeah, the minifigure scale one. And
The
hello
black card.
Haley, hello Haley Bricks, and hello
Hey,
Cyberbrick 87.
Hey, Cyber.
It's great seeing Haley Bricks in the chat, because people like me and Haley have survived for multiple generations now of Lego YouTubers.
Yeah, this is actually my first stream I'm doing as far as Lego.
Oh, really?
I usually stream with my Mega Constructs group almost every Sunday. And I post a lot of videos, but I do like, I don't know, sets I pick up. I don't do a lot of Lego videos just because I don't have my Lego City set up yet. I don't have my studio designed to where I want to make good quality videos, not just things like this. So
Yeah, I totally understand, because not a lot of people have good filming locations, so that's why they're hesitant to do live streams.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have a really nice one when I'm done with everything down here, because I'm into my basement. When I've got it all set up.
And we have Macro Bricks in the chat. Hello, Macro. And for those who don't know, as a part of the 32-hour live stream, when BIGNate Bricks ends his 1 hour time slot, everyone be sure to head on over to Macro Bricks afterwards for his live stream time slot, which is I believe it's 5 hours in length.
5 hours, is that it? Macro, you couldn't go for 6? Yeah, Haley, Macro, Tommy, Scott, Haley, anybody wants to join, let me know. I'll send you the link in Instagram.
Yeah, because we'd love to talk to all of y'all. Because the more juicy conversations we can get going, the faster the stream will go by, and the more fun it'll be for everyone involved.
That is right.
And it won't feel like a long, painful drag.
Yeah, I meant to check on Brick Hive before I came live and see how he was holding up. I was watching him most of the afternoon.
Yeah, because I've been watching a Brick Hive on again, off again, in between watching other people's live streams when conversations hasn't interested me. So to spread the love around, find different spots in my schedule where I can go and occasionally check out Brick Hive, see
Right.
what's going on, because Brick Hive has gotten some very famous people like M&R Productions in his panel, which has been epic.
Hey, Scott says he can't join because he's gonna take Junior. I guess that's his kid to see Afterlife. Man, that is on my list. I want to go see that also, but it'll probably be after Christmas. I gotta get past the.
I hope that
Christmas
Macro
rush.
Bricks has had some good sleep and some good rest.
Yeah, he's gonna need it. He's gonna be up late. What time is it for you now, Mayo? Is it early morning?
It is 11:43 p.m. in South Australia. No,
Oh,
no,
really?
sorry, AM.
I was
AM.
about to say, yeah, okay, yeah, you're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got see South Australia. Where's Melbourne compared to that?
That's in Victoria, and that's where Thomas Davey and Aussie Adam Bricks are.
All right, I've got
And I
my
think Steve
sister's
Reynolds as
godmother
well.
lives there.
I think Steve Reynolds as well.
Oh yeah, my sister has a godmother that lives there, and she spent a majority of a year living with her, working as a bartender, kind of traveling around that area.
Well, Melbourne is arguably the coffee capital of the world. And also I think the um I think the I think the R in Melbourne is supposed to be silent. Because it's more like,
Uh,
well, in a perfect world, it'd be spelled MELBE, no, some, yeah, UN.
okay,
Melbourne.
I'm laughing at what Thomas Davis put on there about his kids fighting. Because mine are upstairs in the kitchen right now above me, just raising temperature.
MELBUN. In a perfect world, that would be how a Melbourne would be spelt. See, as I've said previously, English is the most unnecessarily complicated language in the world.
Well, it's because it's not a language; it's a mixture of multiple other languages. We basically took the slang from every other language and just
Exactly.
lazily threw it
And
together.
rolled it into one, because it takes so many origins, and that's why there's so many different dialects and so much differing terminology.
That's right. And then you had English and American English and Australian English.
Well, to be honest, there really is no Australian English, because we still acknowledge the Queen as our head of state, but all of our computer keyboards use American English. So when I go onto Microsoft Word, it wants to auto correct color from COLOUR to getting rid of the U, and things like and think words like organize. It still wants to correct me, put the Z instead of an S.
Me, I gotta tell you, when I grew up as a kid, we bounced between the States and England for 3 years. And I had the hardest time. I'm still have a hard time with dyslexia because I just could not spell because of the way the difference in the words were being spelled between the States and England.
Yeah, and also like something that's just confusing as hell to me is that center and theater in the UK it's spelt RE, and here it's also spelt RE, but in North America it's spelt with it's spelt ER.
ER. Yeah.
I think it should be spelt ER.
You know what? In the posh parts, it is RE. You know,
Yeah,
but
because
ER is acceptable for the masses.
The posh, see, the classier parts of the US, for some reason, to make themselves or to acknowledge their class, they use the British heritage for some reason. I don't know why. Surely there are other ways to express their quote unquote superiority because of socioeconomic status.
There's a Yeti. You gonna jump on here, Yeti?
I need to drink my Pepsi Max so that I don't fall asleep during this live stream or Macro's live stream.
Yeah, because now you've been up for quite a bit, haven't you?
So what I did is I woke up at going all the way back to before I kicked off the 32-hour live stream.
Yeah, because you guys were live. You were live last night when I went
Yeah.
to bed, and you were still live this morning when I got to
Yeah,
work?
so my live stream started on the east coast of North America at 9 p.m. on a Friday night, and it
Last night,
lasted
yeah.
8 hours till 5 a.m. on a Saturday morning.
Right.
For the Eastern Standard Time Zone of North America.
Yeah,
And
that's where I live. So yeah,
before that, so for me that was at 12:30 p.m. That started at 12:30 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon. Before that, it was the Stud and the Dud. 4 hours earlier. So I woke up at around 9:30 a.m. I couldn't get back to sleep. I hung around. Actually, no. To go back even further for even more context, my Friday night, I went to bed at I think it was 5 a.m. on a Saturday morning because I was watching other live streams for non-Lego people. So I went to bed at 5 a.m. I went to bed at 5 a.m. on a Saturday morning. I went to bed. I woke up at 9:30 a.m. to watch the Stud and the Dud. I went back to sleep at 11 a.m. on a Saturday morning. I woke up at 12:25 p.m. Like literally 12:20 p.m. Literally 10 minutes before I went live. Then I went to bed, so I survived the rest of the Saturday with no sleep. Then I went to bed at midnight on Sunday morning. Then I woke up at 3:50 a.m. Sunday morning to watch Miss Amby and help her get to 100 subscribers. I definitely did not want to miss that because me and Miss Amby go way back up to beyond 5 years now.
Well,
so Miss Amby is a semi-veteran, and me and Haley Bricks are veterans because we've been around here for at least 8 years. And so that means so 5 a.m. So that's 4 hours and 30 minutes plus 1 hour and 20 minutes. So that's 5 hours 50 minutes plus another 3 hours and 50 minutes. So I've only gotten 9 hours and 40 minutes sleep since Friday night, and now it's approaching midday on Sunday for me. So I'm very sleep deprived, and that's by design, because I always like to sleep all day Sunday so that I am well awake when I watch the NFL, which for me right now that I'm in daylight saving and the US is out of daylight saving, the NFL is on from 4:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. on a Monday for me. But when I
Oh,
don't
really?
get enough sleep on Sunday, what I normally end up doing is I accidentally fall asleep during Sunday night football,
Yeah. So you do
which
watch
really
all the games,
sucks
or
because I want
you
to
got a
watch
team
the
you like to?
game.
You got a team you like to follow, or do you just watch
Yes,
all the games?
in the AFC I like the Broncos, and
All
in the
right.
NFC I like the Eagles. So I was ecstatic. I was ecstatic when the Broncos and Von Miller won Super Bowl 50, and I was ecstatic when the Eagles and Nick Foles won Super Bowl 52. But I still believe that Tom Brady should have won the Super Bowl MVP, even though the Patriots lost, because he threw for 500 yards.
Right. You had a good game.
Yeah, that should have been one of the only times where where the player on the losing team won the Super Bowl MVP, but the Super Bowl MVP voters are always hesitant to do that.
That is true. Missing this one
But there's
piece. So
been
yeah,
plenty of time in Australian sports where the medal winner for the grand final has been on a losing team, because we don't have most valuable player awards over here. We have best and fairest or player of the year, and those are way better than most valuable player, because most valuable player is a meaningless award. How do you define value? How do you define the most valuable player? And also, most valuable player is most often not the best player, because if the MVP was just a fancy way of saying the best player, nearly well for 10 out of the 13 seasons that Michael Jordan was with the Chicago Bulls, he would have won the MVP.
right.
And LeBron James would have won every MVP from 2010 to 2019. But the MVP is not the best player, because of all the stupid fancy metrics that the Associated Press, not the umpires or the referees, use to judge value, not who the
Right.
best player is. Yeah, because most valuable player, it's so difficult to define it, and it's not the best player, and it's not the fairest player. And also it's voted by the media at the end of the year, rather than the very people who adjudicate the game after every game. It's a flawed system that devalues the worthiness of the MVP compared to other sports leagues that use a best and fairest method or a player of the year method. Anyway, that was a rant. Let's move on.
Hey, I see Tasman joined the chat, and Mr. Orange, how you doing?
So, is that a Batmobile that you're building? Is that based off of one from the classic TV series?
Yes, this is the classic Batmobile.
Because it looks like a slightly bigger version of the one that came with the Batcave direct-to-consumer set.
It may be. I don't know if I would recognize that one.
Because that Batcave was modeled that Batcave that was in 2016 or whatever. That direct-to-consumer set was based on the classic TV series, and so
Yeah.
just looking at the box and other people's reviews, that set looks like a scaled-up version of that other Batmobile.
Yeah, it's definitely bigger than the other one, but I haven't seen too much detail on the other one before. So, but so far it's got a really nice build. I like the way it's going.
Hello, Mr. Orange, and hello,
Cliff.
Cliff, and also Chris Vellner. Let me-
So the invite's out there, Cliff. Jump on in here if you want.
There's plenty of open room. Still with 4 more slots available.
Yeah, that's true. Y'all just come on in here and chat. I'll build. If I can find the pieces. There it is.
Oh. I don't think I'm subscribed to you, Nate. So let me go and change that.
I appreciate
Big
it.
Nate Briggs. There you go. Oh,
Yeah.
you're only at 56 subscribers.
Hey, I'm
you're
already up
56.
10 for the day. Only had 42 yesterday.
Wow, so you've gained 14 since yesterday, including me.
That's awesome.
Because coming into the before I went live, I think I was at 206 subscribers, so I also gained 14.
Cliff, we're building the Batmobile from the TV series. And Mr. Orange, I understand the question. You looking for adult sets for up to $1,000 in value? You need $1,000+ Lego set for adult. It also depends on where your money's being spent, Mr. Orange. Are you England, North America, Australia? It's a big difference in the dollar value.
Yeah, because you have to factor in the conversion rate.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, what I could buy for 1,000, you couldn't get for 1,000 in Australia.
Yeah, and also the
What's up, Cliff?
US the US price doesn't include tax either.
No, it doesn't. So yeah, you get to add that on to everything you buy. I almost wish some places would start adding the tax. That way, at least you knew what the price was. You don't show up at the register and realize how much more it's going to cost you.
Yeah, because like in a lot of states with an 8% tax, I'm pretty sure that's the most common sales tax rate for those states that even have sales tax.
I think every state's
Something that
different.
costs 99 cents is actually $1.08 with tax.
It's different in each state, Mayo.
Yeah, because some states have as low as like 6%, but
Yeah,
then
my
some
state's
have over 10%, don't they?
My state's a 6%, but like Lumberjack, his state's an 11%. If
Yeah,
you're buying product down there. But their state is smart. So Tennessee, they charge 11% sales tax on anything you would have as a tourist, but then they don't charge any income tax to the folks that live in the state. So basically, tourism is paying that extra tax, and the folks that live in the state are saving a little bit of money on their income.
That's how Missouri is with Branson and Kansas City and St. Louis.
yeah, and the way that the tax structure is in Australia is that all of our equivalent of sales tax is federal, and all of our income tax is state. So there is no federal income tax and there is no state sales tax.
Right.
So what's Mr. Orange saying there? Deep Discount has to ship the Mega Brand with 2 sets yet. Oh, hey, Chris. I was like, that's a little off topic with this being a Lego stream. Yeah, you're right, Chris. I haven't got anything either. Yeah, you called it on them pushing those dates back. I heard we won't see them until after the new year. Mr. Orange, he's saying 1,000+ bricks. Oh, okay. So what's a good set, guys, for an adult Lego collector that has over 1,000 bricks in it?
You
Well,
could
I
do Winnie the
think
Pooh.
I think my first recommendations would always be the modular sets for those over 1,000 pieces. Go with the modular.
Yeah, definitely.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, and
There
also
you
the
go.
idea sets are pretty good. They're pretty good value.
The creator expert, like the Mustang or
Yeah,
the pickup.
the creator expert I think have to be a good value.
Dare I say Technic?
Well, Technic is probably for more of the advanced builders. So those who have very, very high technical skills are more likely drawn towards Technic. And I just want to give a shout out to who is it? Instagram user and Narima Nasam Namira Lee Productions for
All right.
following me. That was just difficult to read that name.
Yeah, the Technics is like a challenge, Mr. Orange. I mean, not, but they both are great vehicles to make. But I do like the 911 Porsche 911 Creator is a lot better. Brick builds are good.
Hello, Triple D, honey. Hey, honey.
Triple D.
And there's Mr. Brett Builds again.
There he is. Brett, I
Nami
wish I had
Wali
some.
Productions.
I might have to
I
do. I'm
think
gonna
it is.
finish building this, and I guess I'll have to do a little flexing for Brett while I'm live.
Yeah, you better.
I have to see what would Brett. What could I flex that would just get under his skin.
Anything Castle that you don't have.
Yeah, I picked up that creator set, but that's going to be a Christmas gift for my kids, so I can't flex it right now.
And what I'll say about the castle stuff is that if you could get Brett's builds and Butt Chop 2021 in the same airwaves talking about Fright Nights, that'd probably be a match made in heaven.
Who is that? Brett and who?
Brett's builds and Brett's builds and Butt Chop 2021.
Oh yeah, they're on the.
Butt Chop is probably the biggest fan of Fright Nights that I own. That I know.
Yeah, they're on the same. They'll be on the same stream tonight when Hoosier goes live. He'll go live about the time I end. Hoosier, if he's on time, he'll be on about 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, that's on tonight, ain't it?
It is. It's Saturday night. It's time for building with friends. Or at least his friends will show up. Most of the time, Haley runs the show lately.
Yeah. Hoosier Bricks. Well, apparently, what Tasman Bricks said that sometimes Hoosier Bricks doesn't have enough time to schedule his live streams, so that's why nothing's popped up in my subscription feed right now.
Yeah, well, he doesn't usually do that planning ahead. He just goes live, and also the employment he has. Sometimes he'll get called in last minute. So
yeah, because I know that a lot of people have jobs that result in them not being able to schedule their live streams.
yeah, I mean, that's what I was doing today. I was at work all day long.
I was there too, Brett.
What's Brad saying?
Brett had a backstage birthday party
Oh, really?
last week, and I
That-
got to be invited.
Oh, you know what? Brett invites me a lot of those backstages, and I'm always at work. So, buddy, if I missed your birthday, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Brett, I got your bag right here, though. As soon as I meet up with Haley in January. Look, oh, Brett, look, I got something for you. It's a castle, buddy, because we're mates.
Is that a micro build of Hogwarts?
Yes. It's the only castle I can afford to send him.
And Cyberbrick87 says he's at work.
Well, I understand that, Cyber Bricks. I was at work all day from 6 to 6, just chatting with people in chat. So here's something annoying. Just
Because
check
we're
this out,
mates.
guys. Look, so you got bright yellow, you got orange, and you got kind of a color in between. And it's hard to tell
It is.
which is the orange and which is the.
Yeah, I remember building that set. Yeah, I remember it was kind of a pain in the butt sometimes.
You put the wrong one in there, you'd be taking half the pieces apart because the other one will show later, you know?
Yep.
These are the worst, Cliff. You ever get you built one of those Ecto 1 sets, the minifig scale ones?
Not yet.
So they'll have these little grill pieces in gray, dark gray, and chrome.
Oh,
Trying to figure out which one it is on the instructions.
see, I'm about to put an order in for the Ecto one
The
and the
small
back,
one.
and yeah, the small one, and then
Yeah.
the big one, the Creator one, and then I'm getting the '89 Batmobile.
All right. That's what this one is, right? Classics TV.
Yeah, this, ain't that the one with the plaque? The new, the
This
new.
is the 66.
Yeah, but I'm talking about it's the one that came out last year, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was the
That came
supposedly the
out
Walmart
last year
exclusive for a while.
with the other sets, because
Yeah.
that is because right now Nate is building set 76188.
Yes.
Yeah, that came out this year, but I like that old Batmobile.
I do too.
I'm doing the Technic one right now, the new one. I just got done building the new smaller scale, the minifig scale Batmobile on Cajun Yeti stream.
The Tumbler.
No, I built that a long time ago. I built the new Batman one.
Oh, okay. From the Batman, the Charger looking one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Batman's. I like the car. I just hope the Batman don't sparkle yet. So
There you go. You just gotta hold him under the light for a little bit.
no, we don't want to do that. Batman
You
does
don't
not
wanna
sparkle.
That's how he sparkles.
I know he sparkles. I just don't.
Triple D says he still has my road plates. When we meet up in January, you know, Triple D, I believe you. When you show up here with my road plates in your hand, and you got to remind me before you come up what I owe you for those, Triple D. I remember it was a trade, but God knows I might have to just buy you something when we go to the Lego store. And then what's my buddy Chris saying?
Good lighting is important during the build.
So you guys probably don't know Chris, but he's a regular on my panel when I do my weekly Mega Constructs talks.
Cool.
So
Oh, you're into that? The other bricks too?
yeah, so I started this channel, BIGNate Bricks, deliberately because I wanted to start doing weekly vlogs for the Mega Constructs Masters of the Universe series, the He-Man figures.
Cool.
So Chris is one of my regulars on that panel because he's really big into collecting that series too. But yeah, but I mix in these Lego stuff, and then because I'm big into that too. I build a lot of pure Lego for my displays because I like to do the shows. But unfortunately, we've only got one show that comes to Louisville right now. So I've done that show 4 times though. That's how I met Hoosier. That's how I met Bluegrass and Bunny.
Cool.
Bunch of other local builders.
I have purchased the Mega Construct set of the Halo, the helmet, I think it is. I just haven't built it yet.
What is it? The
Master Chief's helmet or something like that. I forgot what it's called.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah, Halo. I don't collect the Halo, but I come across a lot of it because I buy bulk Lego all the time, and there's always Mega Constructs, and it's always Halo mixed in there. But I got a friend lives in Asia that I usually pass that on to.
Yeah, it seems like the Halo Mega Construct sets are probably the most popular or the best selling.
Yeah, that's their longest runner, and that is definitely what is out there the most as far as I think Pokemon is probably their best seller right now because they've got more kids into that
Halo
stuff.
and Pokemon is like Star Wars is the Lego, ain't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm not sure how many other brands have ever gotten the Halo license.
I think Mega's the only one because so you understand, Mega Construct is owned by Mattel Toys.
Exactly.
So yeah,
and Mattel also owns Hot Wheels and the majority of the Thomas the Tank Engine merchandise.
There you go. So yeah, a lot of that stuff they already own the rights to. So people are like, why can't Lego do this? Lego do that? Well, why is Mattel going to give Lego the rights when they already own it?
Exactly. Yeah, Lego dropped the ball on some of them, though. I mean, they could have picked up some other companies, but they didn't do so.
Yeah, I mean, I think Lego could have done. They had the Ninja Turtles license briefly. They could have done that a lot better, but Mega Construction blew that out of the water.
Picked up the Ninja Turtles license for both they made sets based upon the TV series in 2013 and the movie in 2014. And after the movie, I guess, stopped being in cinemas, they stopped production of the sets. I think if they'd kept on going for another 2 years or so, I think a lot of people still would have bought them 2 years later because of all the classic Ninja Turtle fans out there. Because a lot of people look back on those sets both based upon the movie and the TV series that was on a Nickelodeon at the time really fondly because of their connection to the original cartoons. That wasn't just 3D CGI animation. But they did a lot of oddball themes, like Nexo Knights and Chima. Really, in that whole era, I think Lego was trying to throw anything at the wall and see what stuck because Angry Birds did not sell well. Because really, Lego should have released Angry Birds not in 2015 or 2016, I can't remember the years, but they really should have gone after the license back in 2010 when everyone was actually playing Angry Birds on their iPhone 4 or whatever.
Yeah, but Lego, I think companies approach companies like Lego when they have a movie coming out.
Yes, and so
it's all about.
The Angry Birds movie itself probably should have came out 5 years earlier than what it did, because by the time the Angry Birds movie came out, no one was playing Angry Birds anymore on their phones. So it was just bad. It was just bad timing at the box office and the Lego partnership. It was just bad timing all all across the border.
Mayo, you won't understand this, but Cliff would get a good joke out of it. You seen this car phone here?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
bat phone.
Yeah. Well, in old James Bond movies, they'd actually pick it up and it had a wire hooked up, you know. And
Yeah.
Well, I
And
remember
wasn't
that.
there in some of the James Bond movies where you'd pull the phone and it would eject the driver
oh
or
yeah,
something?
they have.
It's like I know a lot of those old references because I hear other people talk about them ad nauseum.
Yeah. I love Batman. I do, but I'm not too amped up about who's playing Batman this time. I'm gonna give the movie a
Oh,
shot, but
everybody, Mr. Hoosier Bricks has entered the chat.
Hoosier.
Hello, Hoosier. We
Wow,
were just talking about you earlier.
the king of flexing himself. Hoosier, you let me know if you want a link. I'll let you join.
How long do you got on it? You got 2 hours, don't you?
No, I've got 12 more minutes and then I'm hopping off. Macro starts at 9 p.m.
Oh,
And I'm pretty sure, well, if Hoosier's online, he'll start at 9 p.m. also.
yeah, I know. I got to choose which one I want to watch. I
My
think
wife
Hoosier.
my wife has already chosen which one I'm watching, and that would be neither. Where's my boy Brett? I got his minifig.
I gotta go back and forth.
There you go.
After this, I think I'm done streaming because I streamed most of the night last night and then most of the day today. I'm tired of streaming.
Yeah, I think most of us are going to take a break for a few days.
I'm not because I always go live 3 hours before the NFL starts.
Oh, so you're going to fire that up tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, so I
Well, good. Then
always
I
go
can
live
watch.
at 10 a.m. on a Sunday morning on the east coast of North America, which right now for me is 1:30 a.m. on a Monday morning.
Good. Then I got something to watch when I'm at work in the morning.
And hello to Robert Chrislip.
All right, Cliff. So here you go. This one picture right here, you actually have all three colors in the same picture.
Yep.
You can actually tell them apart.
Yep.
Is there something confusing in the instructions?
I was just complaining about how sometimes the shades in the instructions don't match the shades of the actual Lego bricks. And it's kind of a gamble on which ones you're using.
Yeah,
Yep.
and like that's why so many people complain about the black box set instructions because the instructions themselves are black, and so when you're trying to identify the darker colors like the dark grays and the dark greens and the dark blues, it's very difficult to determine the differences between them because
Oh, yeah,
instead of
sure.
it being being printed on white or light blue paper, it's being printed on black paper instead. So instead, they have to put those white outlines, and it's like, why couldn't you just use a white background for your
Yeah.
instructions in instead of black? Like white
Yeah.
instructions would have been just as classier as using the black instructions. I think they were trying to go for the same format that they use with the instructions for the architecture sets. I'm pretty sure that was their thinking, but they got multiple complaints because people
Oh, yeah.
couldn't tell what colors were what.
Well, yeah, because it drives you nuts. Like I was saying earlier, if you end up putting in the wrong piece, then you got to sit there and take it all apart, get that piece out of there.
Yeah, I haven't built any of the black box sets because I'm more of a vintage Lego collector, so I don't buy a lot of I don't buy a lot of contemporary Lego sets, and I definitely don't buy any UCS or direct to consumer sets. It's
My
too
range is
it's
all
too
about
expensive,
shades of silver.
doesn't fit into my city, and it doesn't fit my style of collecting. But I could only imagine the frustration of having to deal with those instructions.
Yeah. Who says he's getting ready for his stream? Chris,
Yep.
rant on the shades of silver. Yes, Chris, I remember that rant.
Yeah, there is
Yeah.
too many shades of silver going on.
Oh man, he went on probably a 15-minute gripe about shades of silver, greens, and
Hmm
on one of our streams one time.
I'm with them. I think there's a little too many.
There are, and you gotta understand when you get into some of the other brands.
Oh,
I mean, the quality is there, but sometimes Mega
The
Bloks
instructions are hard to read.
Yeah, Mega's all right, but sometimes, like, you get those off brands like the Kobe or the
right.
Make It or Best Lock. Yeah, and you really have a problem trying to figure out the colors.
Yep.
Well, we got about 7 minutes left. I wonder if Macro's online, if he's ready to go.
I don't know. I don't even know how to put. I don't know if he is or not. I haven't seen him all day.
Macro, I think he was sleeping so he could stay up.
Yeah, because I know that he was sleeping for when I in Macro Bricks was on my live stream from half an hour to 1.5 hours in duration. Then he left after 1.5 hours, said that he'd be back in an hour, and never came back because he was sleeping. And then he was hanging around some other chats afterwards, and then I think he went back to sleep because he had a very busy week at work. So I think he's honestly trying to catch up on some sleep that he missed out on, just to get prepared for the live stream he's about to do. And then I think he's also been trying to make up for lost sleep because he likes to come on to my stream whenever I go live 3 hours before the NFL. And like me and Macro Bricks started live streaming together about a month after the Butt Chop 2021 community live stream. And we started it in a time that was inconvenient for Macro Bricks, so I bumped it up to make it so that he didn't have to wake up as early, and we formed a real partnership over that stuff. And he's always impressed with what I have to say and my words of wisdom, so to speak. And I'm always interested in what he has to say and what he's always building on his live streams.
Yep.
So that'd explain why he's been sleeping so much and absent from some people's chats.
That's true. Triple D, am I setting up for Brick Universe? Yes, sir, I am. Definitely setting up my Slytherin station, and I'm trying to build some Mills plates around that. Probably gonna put Diagon Alley next to it, and try to add enough track I can put my really extended Hogwarts Express on it. Me and the kids are also doing a Duplo display that's going to take up probably 4 fold-out tables. It's going to be
Wow.
about 25 Duplo base plates. So that'll be a separate setup. And then I'm also doing a collaboration with a national artist, which I don't want to go dropping their name because they said they would do it, but I don't want to hold them to it. But yeah, I copied a design from a national artist, and I copied it in Duplo, and I've chatted with him privately, and they said they'd be interested in putting those up on the same table together. So I'm excited about that part also. So yeah, I should have 3 different parts of display. If I don't know if I can get it done right, I might actually be able to attach my train set up to Haley and Hoosiers.
So
But we'll have to see.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So I mean, even if I can't join my little town to theirs, I'll still have my own, at least 2 fold-out tables of city set up just for what I got ready right now. Like I said, the Duplo. We always do a Duplo thing, me and the kids. That's what we won Best of Show back in 2020.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we won Best of Show with our Duplo display.
Oh, really? Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Yeah, and you can check that video out on my kids' channel. Actually, no. I was about to drop a link for it, but my kids changed the name because now they're into gaming. They're not into doing Duplo with Dad anymore. So I'll pop the video link on my Instagram. That way you guys can check it out. But yeah, it's a little video. I had it. My buddy of mine runs a bricks and minifig store in town. I had it sitting in his window for about 6 months, and then I took it over to the Brick Universe when they came into town, and we tore it down and we set it back up.
When you try to post links into an Instagram post, it doesn't become a hyperlink. So if you want it to be a hyperlink, you'd have to put it in the bio of your Instagram account.
The bio, okay.
Yeah, that's probably my most hated thing about Instagram is that posts don't have hyperlinks. It's
Yeah, I noticed that
it's
the
really
other day.
dumb.
Yeah,
Instagram
it'll
needs to fix
hyperlink.
that problem.
So anything you put a hashtag or an @ symbol, it'll hyperlink. But if you put like an actual link to a YouTube video or something, it doesn't work. So
Yeah, it doesn't, which is really, really dumb. It will with Facebook and Twitter, but it won't with Instagram, which is dumb.
Sweet Dan. All right,
Well,
guys.
we
we're
better
right
wrap
at
up
the
this
hour.
live stream now because Macro Bricks is going to go live.
He does. So everyone jump over to Macro Bricks. If you need a link to his channel, it is in the description of this video. He is the last one. Macro Cliff, thank you for joining me.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And everyone else in chat, thanks for joining. And we will catch you on the next one.